Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ale Pokémon channel for another Pokémon collection update, the ongoing series where I go through some cards that I've picked up either through trades, through purchases, or just through opening packs that haven't been on camera, just so we have a log of some of these nice cards that I've gotten off camera, because obviously, I don't open all, my Pokemon cards on camera for the channel. So yeah, we've got some nice cards to look at this week, a new addition as well in terms of how we've been getting some of these cards. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time watching. I've noticed that these collection update videos seem to be doing pretty well so far for me on the channel, so if you are watching, hello, thank you for the support, I do appreciate it. Like I said before, I'm pretty new to Pokemon collection. I've only been doing it like a month and a half, couple of months at this point, but I've been really enjoying it, collecting the cards. I found a couple of local businesses that sell Pokemon cards that I've been able to support, and that is actually where we're going to start off with today's collection update. So for those of you that don't know, I actually live in Stockport, near Manchester in the UK, and one of the local businesses near me is called Titan Pops. They obviously primarily deal in pop vinyls, but they also sell a variety of other fan stuff, Pokemon cards, sports cards, stuff like that. And actually there they have a special sort of... slot machine's the wrong word, but it's basically a machine where you put 50p in and you get two cards out of the machine at random. They can be, common cards all the way up to graded slabs, which was actually why I recently had a go on that. I actually spent £20 on that machine and didn't get a graded card, but we did get some cards out of it, so I wanted to go through those. So first of all, we have this Alamomola. Now, I'm going to refer to all these cards as Japanese. I don't know if they are. They could be Chinese. They could be Korean. Unfortunately, I don't read any of those languages, so I can't tell off the bat which language they're in. So again, if I say Japanese and they're not, I apologise, but that seems the best way to handle it. So this Alamomola Pokeball cards, which I believe is from White Flare. So we got that. We also got this Japanese Excadrill EX, which is pretty cool. I haven't got any... I haven't really picked up any non-English cards. I'm probably going to trade these. I might keep them, but I feel like they're probably going to go in my trades. But it is cool having cards in a different language. It's just, I don't know if it's something that I want to start. Because I feel, my feelings in general with Pokemon cards and like with the sets and stuff is, if I've got something from it, I then feel like I should collect it. So like, for example, if I looked at these and it turns out, they are all Japanese cards, I'd be like, well, don't want to start collecting Japanese now, and that's a whole other avenue to go down. But anyway, enough of that little side rambling. We got this Sylveon V Rapid Strike, which is very cool, very nice card to get out of the machine. We got this Rillaboom V Max, again another nice one. So we did get some hits from it, just not a graded card, because obviously they are the hardest ones to get. And then finally we got a Ruffian Ultra Rare, which I do actually already have, but again, it's nice to have, and that will go in my trade pile. That'll be worth a tiny bit, so it can go towards getting me some more cards I'm wanting. So like I said, those were the cards I got out of the machine at Titan Pop. Shout out to them. I also did pick up a Team Rocket tin from there, and you'll be seeing that on the channel very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that, because they had a small amount of those Team Rocket tins available. Next up, I went to Card Empire, also based in Stockport, and I bought some singles. So these are all from Paradox Rift, because it's one of the sets that I'm quite close to finishing the base set. So we picked up an Iron Valiant EX, a Tapu Koko EX, a Roaring Moon EX, a Serena EX, an Armor Rouge EX. I always have to check how you pronounce that, but that's cool artwork. And lastly, a Frostlass EX. So just some basic EXs that I needed, but again, filling out my binder and filling out my collection of Paradox Rift. Like I say, I've actually opened quite a lot of that now, and it's one of the sets I'm further along with finishing. Next up, we're going to get into the actual cards that I've opened. We've had some really good luck this week. You'll see near the end, we got some really, really good hits. But I opened, I believe it was 2 packs of Surging Sparks. And out of that, I managed to pull this Ceruledge EX, which I actually needed. So that was a nice hit to get for Surging Sparks to help fill up that binder. Like I said, that came out of just 2 packs. I also opened a couple of different packs of Stellar Crown. We got this Grand Tree A-Spec card, which I do already have. I did pick it up. I did actually pay for that from a shop, but again, can go in my trade pile, so always nice to get something like that. We also got Terrapagos EX. Again, it is a double, but like I say, it can go in my trade pile, either to trade with friends or to trade with a card shop, and then get some other singles and stuff that I'm looking for. Next up was Twilight Masquerade. We actually got a couple of hits from Twilight Masquerade this week. First of all, we got this Wellspring Mask Ogre-Pon EX. It is another double, but thankfully I believe that is the last of the doubles. Oh no, sorry, it's not, I'm lying. But we're nearly through all the doubles. We also pulled a Palathin EX from Twilight Masquerade, which again is a double. But like I said, that's the last double. So we're into all the new cards now, and we are going to be looking at some very nice cards now. So first of all, the final hit that I got from Twilight Masquerade, we just saw him, but it's the Palathin EX Ultra Rare this time. So that was a very nice hit. I don't have that card. My Twilight Masquerade binder is filling out very nicely now. We've got even the secret rares, it's starting to fill up, which is really cool to see and really exciting. So that was nice to get. We also ripped some packs of Paldea Evolved, and from that we got a War-Chen EX, which I did need, so that's a really nice hit to have gotten. I'm not super familiar with these Pokemon, but I'm all about learning about them. I'm thinking at some point, I'm going to need to check out some of the more recent games, although I need a Switch. But that's a whole other conversation. But I'm enjoying learning more about these Pokemon via my openings. And then the big hit I got from Paldea Evolved was a hyper rare. We got Superior Energy Retrieval. Lovely hit. I always said I'm not a big fan of the gold cards, although to be fair with this one, again, I think it's where there's a lot of, there's a good amount of other colour on the gold cards that I enjoy them. I think where there's too much gold is where I enjoy them less, but that's a lovely looking card. And the best thing is, we're not even done yet. Finally, we opened some packs from Scarlet and Violet base set. From that, we did pull an Arcanine EX, which is a cool card, obviously one of the original 151. It kind of has, some of the EXs have this crystalline effect on, which I believe is when they're the Terra Pokemon, I think. Again, not super familiar with that aspect of it, but that's cool. And finally, that's right, we got 2 hyper rares this week. We pulled the Nest Ball hyper rare as well. So we've been very lucky. Not as many cards to go through as my last collection update, but when you're talking about 2 hyper rares as well as a bunch of other nice cards, got nothing to complain about. So we're still doing really well, filling out our binders slowly but surely, adding to our collections, pulling some really nice cards. Thank you for continuing to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy. We're on the road to 100 subs. We're getting closer and closer every day. And yeah, I hope you take care, get to rip some packs yourself soon, and hopefully you get some luck like I have. And peace.